attention. Give it up for JT Cole, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, it's good to be here. Come out, I think it's good that we can have this communal laugh, as it were, and share this together, have a little giggle. Because times are tough outside, we're so divided right now as a country. Everyone's kind of backed in their corner, ready to come out swinging. I think like this, and fuck you if you don't, that kind of situation. And I was thinking about it because I grew up in the 90s when there were a lot of music rivalries. So I just kind of thought that my generation learned to pick sides during those arguments and then just moved forward with everything else. Right? Like Nirvana versus Pearl Jam, Biggie versus Tupac. That was a no-win situation. Right? Britney fans versus Christina fans. Some people liked NSYNC. Some people were just fucking wrong. But if we're going to heal the country, bring it back together, close the divide and all that, we're going to have to talk about January 6th, right? That's the day the middle ground just disappeared, eroded to nothing. You got to pick sides. January 6th, that's the date. You're either with us or you're against us. January 6th, that's the date. January 6th. January 6th, 1975. Because that's the day that Wheel of Fortune debuted on American television to challenge Jeopardy to the American game show crown. I view the world like that. You're either a Jeopardy person or you're a Wheel of Fortune person. Allow me to illustrate. Which group of people do you think knows the periodic table of elements? And which group drinks a lot of Mountain Dew? Which group do you think knows all the state capitals? And which group puts ketchup on everything and has a favorite vape flavor? The favorite vape flavor might be ketchup. You don't know. Or which group do you think knows all the World Series winners? And which group do you think thinks Y can never be a vowel because letters ain't gender fluid? There's 5 vowels. You got E, I, and O. That's it. Jeopardy always sends people to like Alaska or the Galapagos, or I hate those categories. I don't pay attention to them. Wheel of Fortune just puts up a backdrop and says, "Howdy, y'all, it's Texas week," but they're still filming the show in Burbank, California, because they know their fan base won't tell the difference whatsoever. It's, I'm clearly a Jeopardy person, right? Obviously. But I think I like watching Wheel of Fortune better for Pat Sajak's like existential dread when they come back from commercial break. He's always like, "We're back and still doing this shit. She doesn't even have to turn letters anymore." This is a real thing I saw on that show one time, right? First contestant spins the wheel. T! No T's. Second person spins the wheel. Even louder. T! Still no T's. Third person spins the wheel. Why? And Sajak said, "I ask myself that every single day." Y'all thought he was going to kill himself on national TV. It is the greatest thing I've ever seen on TV, without a doubt. I thought he was going to rip one of the little pegs off the wheel and put it straight in his temple. Just end it right there. And that dude fought in Vietnam. No joke, he fought in Vietnam. I bet he regrets winning that Russian roulette tournament that got him on that last helicopter out of Saigon. Seriously, you actually have to know things to be on Jeopardy, right? Like some sort of trivial knowledge or something like that to get you forward, right? Like you don't even have to know half the alphabet to be good at Wheel of Fortune. In the final round, they give you R.L. Stein to go on. Remember that? Remember when Wordle was stealing everybody's data? You had to go into that cold. They made you guess. Not on Wheel of Fortune. They give you a little bit. I will say this though, you don't have to be that smart to host Jeopardy, because this is true. One of Alex Trebek's doctors was failed Senate candidate, Dr. Oz. I'll take karma for 2,000, Alex. Make it a true daily double. Right, we're like so divided right now, right? And I don't get why we are, right? Because we all share one common enemy, and that is autocorrect. Autocorrect. There's a lot of ducking going on, whole lot of ducking, nobody is ducking that much, right? Chris Brown's single, isn't he? Right? Here's a real autocorrect story from my own life. My mom sent me a message, question, don't remember what it was. I was going to respond in the affirmative with the 3-letter word, yup. And I got YU typed in, and autocorrect as the top suggestion suggested Yugoslavia. Now, my Jeopardy people will be quick to realize that Yugoslavia, not a country since 1992. Who's typing that enough to make it the #1 choice on autocorrect, right? Moving forward, that just became what me and my mom did anytime we needed to say yes. Like, you coming home this weekend? Yugoslavia. You see the game? Yugoslavia. Now, I've seen things like Homeland and The Wire. Since I carry one of these next to my dangly bits all day, I know that the federal government is spying on everything I do on my telephone. That means in some federal building, in some dank, dark basement, in a room filled with smoke, there is a guy surrounded by chalkboards tied together with red yarn, poring over my text messages, trying to figure out why me and my mother want to reunify the Balkans under the red flag of communism. He's just going through text message after text message, just like, man, they really talk about Manchester City's midfield attack and how cool Brandy Carlisle is. Maybe they're going to attack out of the northwest of England with an army of lesbian rock stars. What does it all mean? We're quick to jump to conclusions and connect dots that aren't there, right? We like doing that. We paint with broad strokes these days. And we're quick to put things as either all good or all bad. But I don't think we live that way. I think we actually fluctuate between the extremes in sort of a perpetual shade of gray, right? That's how I live my life. Like, I don't think anything was totally bad, right? People forget that Jay-Z put out the blueprint on 9/11. That's all I'm saying. Like cancer, right? That's a horrible disease. It affects everyone in here, probably some way you know someone or someone in your own family. But it made Lance Armstrong more comfortable on his bicycle. I bet if you ask his missus, he's a little bit more aerodynamic in bed too, you know what I mean? Dementia, that's another one. That's a bad one. Takes people long before they actually pass away. It's very sad. But they turned Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher into bumbling idiots before they died. They were so good at deregulation, they did it to themselves. Look, that's a smart joke. I know if you did, you might not have gotten that one. Just pretend I said leftist hippie bullshit. It's the same thing. You will get it. Like I was recently reading about the homie Osama bin Laden, and it turns out he was a strong proponent in the fight against climate change. That's right, Osama been cutting down his carbon footprint. I mean, to be the terror you wish to see in the world, you must first save the world you wish to terrorize, you know what I mean? Like, what's a few tons of asbestos over the island of Manhattan between friends, right? Guys, I'm JT Cole. Thank you so much for listening.